Howdy, and welcome to the SDP Ticketing System module. I'm Hannah, and in this video, I'll be giving an overview of Service Desk Plus, or SDP, which is our support ticket system. To log in, just go ahead and enter your NetID and NetID password. This is what the landing page will look like for student technicians. For users, it's going to look a little different. In the module, we'll include a link to another video that we ask all of our users to watch just for your reference. And so now that I'm here, I'm going to go ahead and click on Pending Requests. This is going to take me to the list of tickets currently assigned to me. If I want to look at all the tickets currently in the support team's queue, I would go up here to My Pending Requests and select the filter PIDO Support. The columns that you're seeing here probably aren't going to look the same on your end, and so to make things easier for you, you can go to this column button here, and you can just check the boxes for whatever you want to see. Now I'm going to demonstrate a few basic functions in SDP that you should know. The first is how to search for tickets. There's a few ways to do this. If you already have the ticket number, you can just go ahead and search it here in this field. For example, I'm just going to type in some numbers. It takes you directly to a ticket. Another way to do this is, I'm just going to go back. You want to make sure that you have the PIDO support filter on. And so if you click on this magnifying glass here, it's going to pull up search bars for all the different attributes of a ticket. And so for example, I want to pull up all the tickets created by Dale Sharp. So I'm just going to go down here to requester name and type in the name, Dale Sharp. And it pulls up all of the tickets that he's created. And so here's how to create a ticket. Ignore this button, we don't use it. You want to either go to Incident Catalog or Service Catalog. Incident Catalog you want to use when something is working, if something is not working or broken. Service Catalog is for any requests for IT services, such as creating a new profile for a user or requesting a software install. For the purpose of this video, let's say that a user calls our phone and asks to have Google Chrome installed on their machine. Nothing is broken, they just need us to do this for them. So here I would click on Service Catalog. From here you're going to see a list of templates. For this one we're going to go down to Software and click on Request a Software Installation. So I'm just going to go ahead and fill out this request form. Normally you wouldn't install Google Chrome from the actual website, but this is just for demonstration purposes. So once you click Add Request, we'll have a newly created ticket. I've already assigned it to myself. So if I wanted to change who the ticket is assigned to, I would go to Technician up here on the right, and I would just click on it and select from the drop-down down here. And so let's say we want to edit some of the ticket information. In that case, you would click up here on the Edit button. And so let's say that the user calls back and they change their mind. Instead of Google Chrome, they want Firefox. No problem, just go ahead and edit the attributes here. Forgot to add. You can also add attachments to the ticket by going down here to Attach File, and it'll just let you browse and you can select. And now I'm going to demonstrate how to email from the ticket. Before you do that, you want to make sure that you have your email signature set up. To do that, you can just go up here to the top right to the person icon, click Personalize, and then you can copy and paste and format your email signature here. And so once you have that set up to email from the ticket, you can just click on Reply here, and you can type out the contents of your email here. When you receive a reply from the user, it's going to appear right here under Conversations. Now I'm going to demonstrate how to add notes to the ticket. Notes are really helpful and they're really important for tracking your own progress within tickets and providing communication within our support team. So you want to make sure that you're documenting your progress well on your tickets. They're also crucial for meeting our service level agreements, or SLAs, which I'm going to talk more about later. To add notes, you can either click on Add Notes right above Conversations, or you can go up here to Actions and click on Add Notes. And so once you have that window pulled up, you can type out the contents of your notes. And so here you can also check if you want the user to see your note, which in most cases you do. And you can also choose whether you want the note to send an email notification to the technician that it's currently assigned to. Once you're done, click Add Note. I mentioned earlier that we're held to meet service level agreements, or SLAs. Basically, this means that we're on a timer to respond to and resolve tickets. This makes communicating with the users extremely important. When a ticket is initially created, we get 24 hours to respond to them. We don't have to have any progress done on the ticket necessarily. We can just send them an email that says we received their request and that we're looking into it. We can also meet this 24-hour requirement by putting a note in the ticket. This 24-hour requirement also applies if the user sends an email through the ticket. So that email has to be responded to within 24 hours. If the ticket is open for more than 5 days, the ticket is going to get escalated, which we really don't want to happen. However, sometimes we can't be actively working on a ticket for whatever reason, so we don't want that timer to be running. For example, the user could be on vacation, or we could be waiting on some parts to arrive. In that case, you can put the ticket on hold by going up here to Status. In this window, you can also schedule the ticket to open back up on a certain day and time, which is really useful if you'd like to follow up with the user at a later date. Putting the ticket on hold stops the SLA timer indefinitely until the ticket is opened again by either a user sending an email through the ticket or you somehow change the status back to open. If you're going to place a ticket on hold, make sure you document why by adding a note. Once you finally resolve the ticket, this would be a good time to make sure that the ticket is in the correct category. First, you can scroll down to the ticket attributes and make sure that the ticket is, if it's for an incident, it's put in the right template for an incident, and vice versa. If it's for service, make sure it's for service. If that's not the case, you can go to Actions and you can click on Convert Service to Incident or Convert Incident to Service. Okay, having the right category selected is really important for PITO to collect data on what kind of tickets are being created and how often are they being created. And so once you have the category correct, you can put in the resolution by going to the Resolution tab here, write out whatever you did to solve the problem or perform the service. So I'm going to write installed Firefox from provided URL. And so once you have that, at the bottom, just go ahead and change your request status to resolved and click Save. The user will receive an email notifying them that their issue has been marked as resolved, and they can reopen the ticket within 7 days if the issue still recurs after you resolve it. And so that's all the basic functions that you need to know as a newly hired student technician. As a side note, there are a few tickets that student technicians are not allowed to work on. Those would be any tickets from the Aggie Honor System office or the president's or provost office. There are also some tickets that you should consult a full-time employee on before moving forward with them. For example, that would be something like new software installations, a surplus request, or computer moves. If you're ever in doubt about a ticket, just go and ask a full-time employee. And so that's the basic rundown for SDP. Bottom line, make sure to stay on top of your tickets, regardless of any work projects that you're working on. The tickets and the users come first before you work on anything else. If you're drowning in your workload, make sure to communicate with a full-time employee about it so that whatever tickets you do have, you can do a good job meeting the SLAs and resolving them. Please let your supervisor know if you have any questions.